Now, it's less than 2 weeks to the governorship election in Edo State, and political parties are putting in all efforts to get the support of residents with their campaigns across the state. Governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Monday Okpebholo, has promised to revive the Ojirami Dam in Akoko Edo, Edo State, if elected. He gave this assurance as the APC continued its word-to-word campaign.
Akoko Edo local government area is located in Edo North Senatorial District with a large deposit of solid minerals like dolomite, limestone, amongst others. It is in this local government that the Ojirami Dam, commissioned in the 1970s, is located, but it has been left to rot. The dam was originally meant to supply water to the 6 local government areas in Edo North Senatorial District. Senator Okpebholo, who is an information technology expert, while addressing party supporters in Ososo, Ibilo, Igara, amongst other communities, said the duty of any government is to identify and invest in areas that will boost industrialization of the state. He pledged to restore the dam through joint action and also harness the solid minerals in the region to boost the state's economy.
We revive our Ojirami Dam. Send away the evil ones in our land. Kidnappers have no place in our land.
The former governor of the state, Senator Adams Oshomole, Niger Delta Minister Abubakar Momo, and other party leaders joined in assuring the people that with their candidates, the area will attract more meaningful development.
If your children don't have teachers in their school, can the son of a tomato farmer become a governor tomorrow? No. Can he become a doctor? No. Can he become an engineer? No. Can he become a journalist? No. But now you can understand, for people to believe in the education of the children, they must be able to educate their own children. And Akoko Edo is a part of your Niger Delta, not so? This year only, by the time we start to afford things when they budget, una go see say also here is never left out. As far as we are concerned, all this area we are going to flood it with solar light. It has already become the problem. Talk to your mama, talk to your children, talk to your uncle, talk to your cousin. Tell them it's APC.
With less than 2 weeks to the election, the APC is confident of a landslide victory come 21st of September.
The People's Democratic Party has called on the Inspector General of Police to intervene and halt alleged violent attacks and harassment by political thugs in Edo State. The PDP says violence will put the lives of innocent citizens in danger. The PDP had earlier alleged that some innocent citizens were arrested in what the party calls a desperate bid to scare the people from coming out to vote.
The PDP, again, which is very important, we call on the Inspector General of Police to wade in right now and halt the activity of the APC, which is now pitching the people against the police. The IGP should ensure the immediate, and we mean the word immediate, and unconditional release of every Edo State citizen being detained by the APC and the corrupt police officials. The IGP owes as a duty to the people of Edo State and indeed the nation in the preservation of peace and sustenance of democracy to address this issue before it escalates.
We're turning attention back to Borno State, where there has been severe flooding, leading to the loss of properties, leading to the shutdown of schools and hospitals. Let's now bring in the program manager at Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa, CAPA, Olamide Ogunlade. Good to have you join us. He joins us via Zoom. All right, so we've been speaking with our reporter. We've gotten several reports coming in from Borno State. Businesses have been affected. We also understand that prisoners have been reported to have drowned. Some have fled the correctional center there as well. Just looking at the magnitude of loss and disaster, it is safe to say this is a national disaster, isn't it? All right, we seem to be having, just to be sure that Olamide can hear me. All right, we seem not to have a connection with him yet. But, all right, Olamide, can you hear me now? Okay, I'm not sure if you got my question. Looking at the magnitude of loss in national disaster.
And hear me as well.
All right, we do have to leave it there. We seem to be having that challenge there connecting with Olamide. Let's now turn attention to other stories as we turn now to Rivers State, where Rivers State, where the Cross River State government has asked the Nigerian Navy to strengthen security on the islands in the Bakassi Peninsula. Governor Basiotu says apart from security, the state is keen into the federal government's quest to harness the blue and marine economy. Siphon Essien reports.
The governor of Cross River State is at the Nigerian Navy headquarters to request for improved security for the Nigerian islands in the Bakassi Peninsula. He is convinced that the presence of the Navy will not only tighten security but strengthen the state's resolve to key into the federal government's quest to establish the Bakassi deep sea port in the state.
We have 5 islands that made up Bakassi. 2 were officially handed over to Kenya, and we still have 3 that are within the purview of Cross River State and Nigeria. We've been conducting elections there. We're doing everything. It's our people that are living there. If we go according to the military agreement, you will see on the part of the Cameroon, the naval presence is very pronounced. Not just the Navy, they have the military, they have all presence there. On the part of Nigeria, we've been a bit quiet.
The Chief of Naval Staff says efforts are on to establish a forward operating base in the state.
We are going to reappraise our operation to see strategic areas where we need to establish FOBs. Although we have strategic naval bases which are filtering, but we need forward operating bases, particularly towards the Bakassi area, to be able to reduce time of task for our operations.
The proposed Bakassi deep sea port is part of the federal government's quest to harness the blue and marine economy. Siphon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Let's turn to other stories. A deputy comptroller of the Nigeria Correctional Service says prison reforms are not feasible in the short term. He made this known in Abuja at a conference on social justice and why decongestion of prisons is a process. Celestina Area reports.
As the violation of rights increases, human rights activists have also increased their activities to ensure that human and social rights are upheld in the country. This is done through the evaluation of activities of security agencies and also assessment of correctional facilities across the country. Every suspect in detention or inmate serving time have social rights which must be upheld. This conference is to ensure that security personnel are held accountable and act in accordance with the law.
We have changed prison name from prison to correctional service. And the question some of us ask is there anything correctional about what we have on ground today? Is it just a change of name, what we might call change of nomenclature? In practice, are there things changing in the correctional center?
While some inmates are serving jail terms after being convicted, others are being detained illegally without being put on trial with a relatively poor welfare scheme, hence the need for a reform.
Overcrowding is one of the issues because correctional service prison is just like a warehouse where we keep a lot of criminals, different shades of criminals, armed robbers, people with small offenses. They are there. And our duty is to reform. And how do we reform in a place that is congested?
In the course of an investigation, people believe that the police are biased. When you are nobody, you come to the station, you are treated with disdain and are not respected. There are instances where our men misbehave. Yes, that is true, but that is not a general rule. And that is why there's need for the force to continue to train our personnel.
The National Human Rights Commission in the months of July to August 2024 received 228,549 complaints of human rights violations across the country. Celestina Iria, TVC News